Let's invite our first corporate on the show, Yatharth Hospital. Well, that's the one on our radar. It was the company's maiden quarter post-listing, and they reported a rather good set of earnings for the first quarter. Yatharth Tyagi, the whole-time director at the Yatharth Hospital, joins us on the show. Hi, Yatharth. Congratulations. It's been a pretty good showing in the first quarter. Well, most other hospitals were impacted by seasonality, that is summer holidays. What led to your occupancies jumping up to around 51%? And more importantly, do you see this number drift towards 60%, which is the case with most multi-specialty hospitals?
Hi, good morning. Yes, our occupancy did increase year-on basis. But as far as the seasonality is concerned, I think usually in North India, Q4 is usually where we see, dips in occupancy, and Q1 is usually good. However, we did see, as far as seasonality is concerned, OPD volume. So that means, patients who are just coming in for consultations, they usually tend to be lesser. But as far as occupancy is concerned, we saw a good jump in that. That is mainly due to reasons that are Nod Extension Hospital and as well as the new acquisition that we did in Jhansi Orchha. They really ramped up their occupancy. So I am pretty sure that in the coming quarters as well, the occupancy should be reaching, around 60% mark as well.
By when, Yatharth? Is it... in the coming quarters, by when do you get to that 60%, and what's the longer term guidance?
So I think longer guidance would be, more than, a year or so. But as of now, we are ramping up occupancy in all our hospitals. Nordex Hospital, which is one of our matured hospital, is touching somewhere around 90%. And similarly, Great Noida is growing quarter on quarter, and I'm sure overall occupancy should be reaching 60% very soon.
Okay. The average revenue per bed, occupied bed, has also improved to a little over 28,000 rupees. Could you explain what led to that? And again, here, what is the guidance? Where will you be by the end of this year?
So the reason for increase in ARPOP is due to the shift in the case mix. Now we're moving towards a hospital that is catering to a lot of super specialties. So our departments like cardiology, neurology is growing, leading to higher ARPOP. And we've also recently started organ transplant and oncology, which are usually high ticket and treatments. So this is the reason for the ARPOP increase. And in one of our hospitals, that is Nod Extension, this ARPOP is touching somewhere around 34,000. And this is the hospital which is primarily focusing on all these super specialties. So I think going forward, yes, ARPOP is bound to increase, and we will see a good increase in ARPOP across the group.
Okay, good increase in ARPOP across the group. So you're saying, when you talk about good increase, could it be 30,000 plus? Because in this quarter, you've seen an improvement to almost 28,140, the average revenue per bed per user, right? So do you think you can scale that higher than 30,000 perhaps?
Yes, it should be crossing 30,000 above in the coming time.
Okay, so it should cross 30,000 above. Got that. I also wanted to ask you, on the operational front, in terms of margins, right? It's been a very healthy performance for you so far. You've been maintaining margins at around the 27% mark. Is there scope to increase it further? Any margin levers that you're looking at? And what could the range be for the full year?
So, as we just talked about, because our occupancies are increasing, in our hospitals, so that is leading to organic growth and leading to good margins. And we, yes, for a few years back when COVID was there, margins tend to be higher, due to mass volume of the patients. But post-COVID, we did see, a few dips of margins decrease, but now I think margins are back on track, and I think 26 to 27% is where we see the long-term EBITDA margins to be roughly here from.
All right, Yatharth, give us some clarity in terms of your payer mix. How much of it is from institutions, and what are the receivables positioned right now?
So I think our overall payer mix is roughly around one-third. So we categorically divide it into three aspects. One is self-payers. Second is the healthcare insurances, that is the TPAs. And third is the government bodies. Also there, we are not liable to treat these government patients because we don't have any beds reserved because the lands was not provided to us by any subsidized rate from the government. So it's only on our discretion that we can choose how much government business we want to do. And, going forward also, so this should remain roughly in the same category of one-third each for all these three pay segments.
Okay. All right. Yatharth, when you joined us at the time of the IPO as well, I think you were talking about you continue to look at inorganic growth. Anything on the anvil?
Yeah, there are a few options that, we are looking to acquire, and very soon in the coming quarters that should be done. As of now, we are looking in North India. So there are a few options that we have identified in the nearby territories of Delhi NCR. So not typically Delhi, but yes, in the growing regions, because, the population in these areas of Faridabad, Ghaziabad, Noida, they are increasing year on year. And these are the markets that are still not saturated as far as hospitals are concerned. So these are the areas we will looking to expand as far as an inorganic, and very soon we'll be announcing an acquisition for that.
Oh, okay, that's important. So very soon you'll be announcing an acquisition in a northern part of India. Two quick questions on that. What will be the amount that you're willing to spend, and will you be looking to raise your debt levels as well?
No, not as of now. We are not looking to raise any more debt levels because from the primary IPO funding that we raised, we already have a significant amount reserved for unidentified acquisition. As well as we have the general corporate expense to use. So I think acquisitions can be done well within the funds raised from the IPO. And as of now, we're not looking to raise any debts. In fact, post IPO, as I mentioned with you last time, that we'll be looking to retire a complete bank debt. And that is what we have done. So right now we have repaid all our long-term and short-term borrowings.
Okay, yes, I remember you saying that. I just wanted one word on the MP hospital a little bit before we let you go. Can you tell us, in the first year, I think the hospital's occupancy was 8%. How much is it right now, and how much do you look to grow it by? Also in terms of, profitability, etc., what are you looking at?
So yeah, this hospital, is very important for us, and the occupancy has more than doubled in the latest quarter for this hospital. And then the important aspect, is it has become operationally break-even. So, we're touching EBITDA positive in Q1 there, and that is all thanks to the increase in the occupancy, as well as, a lot of all the doctors and especially specialty departments in the hospitals are now complete. So I think going forward, we see, no reason why this hospital cannot touch the similar occupancies to what we are doing in our mature hospitals in the Delhi NCR.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. Yatharth, thanks a lot for joining in, and all the best. So that is Yatharth Hospitals and Trauma Care Services talking about the business and the way forward for the company as well. Well, we're just about getting